Good morning, everybody. I believe this is August 8th of 2024, and as you can see, we're back in the yard here up on the tractor porn studio, back from Sturgis 24, and the following little video is just going to be an evaluation of riding the dark side. Good points, bad points, and different things I've tried throughout the ride, and a couple of results of doing so over the ride. One of them kind of bad, but whatever, it's all what it is. Just follow me along, and we'll go through some numbers. The tire I am running for the dark side is a Pirelli 195/55 R16 Mud and Snow Run Flat. This is the pre-recorded measurements that I took before leaving. 5.61 mil on the outer, and then on the inner rib, I believe it's 4.95. Okay, fun and games over. Got the t-shirt back home here, and we're going to do a measurement on the outer, which is 467 millimeters, and then on the inner rib it is 356 millimeters. Well, we're back outside here, collecting a little bit of data and calculating that, all them figures there with the calculator. And we'll have to pardon the conversation I got out here. I got ravens squawking and dogs barking and traffic going by, but I'm going to try to do the best I can. They even got the darn little cat showing up here. Maybe he's not in the frame, but he's down there prowling. So what I got calculated here is on my outer ribs, I've got 23,891 kilometers left according to the depth of the tread. And on the inner face, I've got 18,212 kilometers left calculated with the depth of the tread. On top of that being left, I used up a total of 5,116 on this trip of kilometers of road, and since I put the tire on, there was 4,000 last year I used up or rode on this tire, so that's a total of 9. So if you add that together with your 23,891, well, that's going to be 32,891, I guess, or 33,000 kilometers, which is a decent enough, I guess, improvement on your range of the tire. But you got to consider that the dark side takes a little bit away from your enjoyment of the ride. You're always kind of anticipating that little extra kick on difference in road surfaces and gas stations, and leaving pavement to gravel and gravel to pavement roads. And a good example I had at Shovel Fest is I wanted to go out evening I got there. There was no food on location, so I went around the block there to get a hot dog, and leaving the grounds, leaving from gravel to pavement surface, and you know how that can be a little, quite a bit of variance there at times. And of course, I'm famous for wearing Crocs when I'm relaxing. I should have put my boots on, but I didn't, and the darn tire kicked me a little bit more than I anticipated. I was only going a couple of 3 kilometers an hour out the corner, pretty slow, and it kicked me, and I put my foot down, which was a mistake, and it landed on the gravel, loose gravel, and the Croc rolled around my foot. And of course the bike started leaning and got a little bit too carried away because of its the roughness of the gravel road, like all full of holes and stuff. And well, the bike went over and landed on this handlebar there and broke the tip of the lever off. These levers do have a cutaway in them, so if you do have a layover, it'll, not all times, but at this time at least, it hits the tip and breaks it off and does not bend the rest of your lever. So at least that worked out for me. The bad part about it, I checked into the parts already, and it's $237 to replace that. So I can add that to the cost of the tire. So now I'm probably at a break-even point on the cost of the tire. I got to put a new clutch lever on because of, I'm going to blame it on Darkside Tire and wearing the not proper riding gear. Very important to do so. I learned that the hard way again. So anyway, I have to note that when I left here, I had for air pressure 37 psi in the tire, and when I got to Sturgis, I lowered it to 30. It seemed to improve the stability of the bike, like doesn't kick as hard. You know, if you're going through uneven ground, like slow riding around service stations, etc. You know, you can have a little bit more ease of mind there. That's not going to kick you as quickly. But still the same. It's still there. It's still it lessens your ride enjoyment. So after all is said and done, ride the dark side or not, I'm going to ride this out till it's worn out, just to prove my calculations, see what happens. Hopefully I have no more mishaps like that, but that's in the future. Currently at this time, I would not, definitely not, recommend anybody riding the dark side. The cost benefits are not there, like the savings, it's not there. Safety before cost, that's for sure. So I would not recommend a Darkside Tire. That's all we got for now. Ride and be safe.